Draw me, Vince. Draw me like one of your French girls. It worked.
It did.
I'm drawing him.
Oh, good.
I'm going to draw Dracula.
Okay.
I drew him already, and now I'm inking him.
Yes.
And I will probably ink wash him as well.
Okay, and you'll probably list your tools and materials down in the
probably
info?
will, although it's pretty standard stuff.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Although I did decide that this time I was going to brush most of the line work around him. I know I'm using tech pens for the face because it's very tight details. I didn't want to blow it.
Okay.
But later on you'll see me using a brush for some of the bigger, longer lines.
Nice.
And we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
You know, I think it'll be one of my first times where I'm doing that.
Awesome.
It occurred to me the other day we hadn't drawn this Dracula yet.
Okay.
I have the figure sitting around on my shelves.
Exactly.
And I hadn't drawn him.
Right.
It's about time.
It is about time, frankly.
He's a good monster.
Yes,
He's
he
a
is.
classic. You've seen the film.
I have.
And you and I and our friends went to a local theater production
we did.
of the play
Yes.
just a few years ago.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It was
Not
okay.
bad.
It was good.
Not bad.
It's fun.
And I know that I've mentioned this before,
Uh-huh.
but when I was a kid,
Yeah.
I saw the Dracula play off Broadway. Have I told you this story?
Yeah, I kind of remember it, but tell me again.
All right.
Yeah.
It's a fun story.
Yeah.
And I know I've told you about my dad.
Yeah.
And a lot of different stories about him and how he was always coming up with some fun stuff to do.
Okay, right.
And one year for our birthdays, my two brothers and me, basically he planned it out so that each of us would get a full day with Dad
Oh,
for our birthdays.
that's nice.
And we would get to do whatever we wanted to do, and we would attend whatever event we wanted to attend.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It already sounds exciting, right?
Right.
I was a preteen. I was not yet a teenager.
Okay.
So here's how it broke down.
Okay.
My two younger brothers, one of them chose an NBA game.
Okay.
I think it was the Sixers.
Yeah.
And the other one chose to go to the circus with my
Oh.
dad. I think it was Ringling Brothers.
That's fun.
When they were still around.
Right.
But I chose an off-Broadway play of Dracula in New York City.
Wow. And that's something that you would pick today, I think.
It is very on message for me.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of kid I was.
Right.
I liked monsters. I liked live theater.
Yeah.
So here's the trick of it, though.
Okay.
My dad worked in New York City.
Uh-huh.
And in order for me to meet him for the play, I had to, for the very first time, ride the train from New Jersey into New York City by myself.
Wow.
And so I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah, and I was particularly terrified when I got off at Penn Station.
Oh, yeah.
And there's that few seconds when the doors open up and you step out onto the platform, and then there's nothing but strangers in trench coats.
Right.
You know? But then his face broke through the crowd, you know, and a big smile, and he grabbed me, and then we got out of there. And so we left Penn Station, walked up out of where Madison Square Garden is.
Right.
We took a little walk around New York.
Okay.
We got a meal.
Nice.
And then we headed over to, I think it was the Martin Beck Theater.
Okay.
And I was dressed like a little gentleman.
Yeah?
Remember, I wasn't yet a teenager.
Okay.
I was wearing my school shoes, my just some slacks, a blazer, and a turtleneck.
Oh, that's adorable.
It is adorable. But and also a good idea when you're seeing Dracula.
Oh, yes.
Protect your neck.
Right.
Anyway, we got to the theater. We handed in the tickets. It was all very exciting for me. We went in. We found our seats. They were pretty good seats.
Oh, good.
And then we sat down and we talked for a while. And then suddenly the lights went down in the audience. And then the lights went up on stage and the play began.
Okay.
I should tell you that this is a play where the costumes and the sets were designed by illustrator Edward Gorey.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they were really, really amazing. Very intricate.
Oh.
They kind of look like his drawings.
Oh, gosh. That would be wonderful to see.
It was a fantastic thing.
Yeah.
So the play begins.
Okay.
And we're in the first act.
Yeah.
And some of the characters are talking to each other in what looks like a drawing room.
Okay.
And the set is amazing.
Oh, I'm sure.
So now it's time for Dracula to make his entrance. The other characters have introduced him. You know, here, we have a visitor.
Right.
And then off to stage left, there's a tall set of doors that swing open.
Oh, my.
And then in steps Dracula.
Oh.
And in this case, Dracula is played by a young Raul Julia.
Oh my gosh,
who
really?
played Gomez in the Addams Family movies.
Right.
And this is a young Raul Julia. He's slim, he's tall, he's got shoulder-length hair.
Yeah.
He looks every inch of him like Dracula.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
It's perfect. I was really excited. And I didn't really even know who Raoul Julia was at this point.
Yeah.
So then Dracula glides to the center of the stage.
Oh my gosh.
And he delivers his opening line to one of the other characters, which is, "Good evening."
Oh my
And the place just was crackling with excitement.
Bet.
Everyone was just waiting for that moment.
Wow.
And then some people, you could hear them, they started to clap.
Oh my gosh.
And I think it's because he was arguably delivering Dracula's catchphrase.
Oh, yeah.
"Good evening" is
Right?
Dracula's one catchphrase.
Yes. Oh, another one is blah.
Blah, which he did not do that
Oh, he
night.
didn't? Okay.
No. So anyway, but they held back. There was a couple of small claps.
Yeah.
But then he went on and he did the first scene. He exited. The first scene played out, and then here's where it gets weird.
Oh.
The stage lights have come up because we're in between scenes.
Oh, okay.
But now the house lights also come up.
Oh.
And then someone steps out to the front of the stage. I think it was the stage manager, I'm guessing. And he explains that Mr. Julia has been he's a little under the weather.
Oh, no.
And he's been having trouble with his throat.
Oh, no.
And he just needs a little bit of rest.
Okay.
And then he's going to restart
Oh,
the
good.
entire play.
Okay.
He just needs to maybe do some exercises, drink some tea, whatever.
Wow.
So sit tight, people.
Okay.
And I was weirded out because this was my first New York play.
Right.
And it was just strange to me that this would
exactly.
happen. So anyway, we wait. My dad and I talk for a while.
Okay.
There's a lot of hubbub in the theater.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the house lights go down again.
Okay.
The stage lights come up. And then the whole thing starts all over again.
Yes.
You know, there's the characters talking about their new visitor.
Yeah.
And then there's the doors swinging open. And then Raoul Julia comes through the door, glides to the center of the stage
Nice.
again. And he says, "Good evening." And this time,
oh my gosh.
people couldn't hold back. They just started clapping
Of course.
like mad.
Yes.
Because they were like, yes,
Yes.
this guy's giving it all.
Right.
So he's acting it up on stage.
Yeah.
Doing his job. And then suddenly, he finishes a line and then turns toward the audience, walks toward us,
Oh.
and then addresses the audience. And I thought it was part of the play.
Oh, right.
I
Yeah.
thought this is one of those Dracula tricks.
Oh, right.
He's going to hypnotize us.
Yes.
I'm glad I got my turtleneck on.
Right.
So he addresses us and he apologizes in the most graceful way. He says,
Yeah.
"I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
I will be unable to continue this performance.
Oh, no.
My voice just is not up to the task,
Wow.
and it would cheat you out of the performance you deserve.
Okay.
However, I have worked with my understudy. I have seen him perform this role.
Yeah.
He is marvelous.
Oh.
You're really going to enjoy him.
Okay.
Again, I apologize."
Oh.
And then he exits, and we are just
Yeah.
dumbfounded.
I'm sure.
I still, as a kid, I didn't even know if it was real.
Right?
Is
that part of it?
Is it a trick?
Oh, right. Yeah.
But no, it wasn't a trick.
Yeah.
So anyway, the lights came up again.
Okay.
And this time they told us there'd be a short intermission. So we went out into the lobby.
Okay.
And a lot of the adults got drinks.
Yeah, that's what you do.
My dad asked me what I wanted, and I carefully chose a nice big giant box of peanut M&Ms, which probably
course.
cost $12.
Good choice.
Yeah, and I'm just standing there in my blazer eating my M&Ms while we're discussing the day's events.
Oh, nice.
So then eventually the lights flicker in the lobby, and we
Okay.
go back in.
Yeah.
And we sit down, and for the third time this evening,
Oh my gosh.
the play starts over again.
Yeah.
They're discussing their new visitor.
Okay.
The doors stage left swing open.
Wow.
And in walks a totally new guy that I have never seen before.
Yeah.
But he's Dracula,
Okay.
okay? And he comes to the center of the stage,
Yeah.
and he says, "Good evening." And you know
Wow.
what? We applauded again.
Okay, good.
So here's the thing about the understudy.
Yeah.
And perhaps about understudies in general. They work really hard to learn a
Yeah,
role
they do.
that they almost never get to play.
That's true.
So if for any reason there's an opportunity for them to get out there
Right?
and do their thing,
Yeah.
I have a feeling they really give it their all.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
And this guy
Yeah.
was so good.
Oh, good.
He was such a good Dracula.
Yeah.
He was terrifying. He was
Oh.
engaging. He was
Yeah.
hilarious when he needed to be hilarious.
good.
The death scene
Yeah.
where they drive a stake, spoilers, drive a stake through Dracula's heart in the
Yeah.
coffin, in his crypt, in this amazing Edward Gorey set
Wow.
of the crypt. And then he screams, and then it echoes through the theater.
my gosh.
It gave me chills. It still gives me chills thinking about it right now.
Sure.
Everything this guy did was so Dracula.
Wow, that's
it was
fantastic.
perfect. And I don't know who that guy was.
Yeah.
But considering the performance he gave, everything he did, every move he made, every word he said, I've decided at this point in my life that I actually saw Dracula performing on stage.
Wow. So it is really good that you wore that turtleneck.
It is a great thing that I wore that turtleneck.
Yes.
But so that's my story of how I almost saw Raul Julia play Dracula. But I'll tell you, for decades after that, whenever my dad and I would be maybe watching a horror movie or something about Dracula would be mentioned, we would still talk about that guy's performance and how amazing he was.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So thanks, Dad, for that. And I know for a fact, too.
Yeah?
Stand in or no.
Yeah.
Raul Julia or not.
Uh-huh.
My evening out in New York, watching that off-Broadway play, guarantee it was better than going to a Sixers game or the circus.
Yes, you made the right choice.
I made the right choice. So there's my classic Lugosi-inspired Dracula.
Very nice.
Black and white, just like the film.
Right.
You know, I've been working toward getting more comfortable with the brush.
Oh, yeah.
And this piece helped me out with that.
Oh, definitely.
I kind of like the way it came out.
Yeah, me too.
Michel, blah. I would bite your throat right now. But I've been having some trouble with my own throat, and I don't feel I can continue and give you the bite that you deserve. I do have another Dracula waiting in the wings, and you're going to love him. Blah.